Good evening. My name is Jerome. And I'm drinking on the job. So I'm violating page 63 on our employee manual. I don't know if I'll do it anymore. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'd like to toast to those of you that have come and to employees that have helped make Jerome's successful for 55 years. Thank you. And I want to tell you a little bit about the J Club. Our designers, Elizabeth Jerome, I can't see because the lights. She's here, Elizabeth Jerome. And Stephanie Venter are our staff designers. They put this on. And if you're a loyal customer of Jerome's, usually the reason why you're here is because you're not one of those people that like to buy things without the tag. You want to get a lot for your money. And that's what we're all about. We're all about value. And we've been about value since we started 55 years ago. And part of giving our customers value is that our designers are trying to help you come up with some new ways, give you some new tools to decorate your home, so that you can be one of those people that say it has a beautiful home and your friends are really impressed, and you can say, you won't believe what I paid for it when I had it for your homes or whatever. So this is a service to our customers just to help you have just a little better look so that you can do it yourself. And you can buy our furniture. Thank you. I think the gals have put on a really good presentation. This is their second one of 4 this year. And if you go to all 4, well, you pretty much have to breathe in time or something. But anyway, they got lots of good tips. I think they're good. And they put on a pretty good show. So thank you. And thank you for coming.
In your casual contemporary design, you're going to see a lot of softer materials. You're going to find woods and maybe not so many reflective surfaces. And then you switch over to the modern side, and you're going to find a lot of futuristic kind of ideas, like some straight lines, minimal accessories. They're talking about a clean, really adjusted approach to life. And it's becoming more and more popular. This particular slide, if you notice in the upholstery, the fabric that was selected was leather. And then a great one is microfiber. Any reflective surface that you can use in a contemporary look is great. So, for example, when it comes to tables, pick glass. That's great. It leaves a really open, spacious feeling. Again, getting back to reflective surfaces, choose mirror. Mirror, chrome, pewter, brushed nickel, anything like that is wonderful. The whole idea is that less is better when it comes to contemporary. Okay? So let's go ahead and go to the next slide and show us how we do that with our Jerome furniture.
Okay, so we picked the Shasta. This is a bare bones living room, and what we're going to do throughout tonight is show you this room and how it's transformed to each style. So with accessories, textures, and colors, this one room will transform into each look. So let's look at contemporary. There we are. So first of all, color pops out to me. We painted the wall in nice blue to give it that cool, kind of lofty feel. And really, the accessories in this room are minimal. We have one tabletop that has spheres, which brings me to geometric shapes. Geometric shapes are a common theme that you'll see in contemporary rooms. You'll notice the rug has repetitive circles in it, and the artwork has, basically squares and rectangles. So it's keeping those clean lines that you see. As far as furniture, we brought in a glass tabletop. Like she said, it's very airy. I mean, you have the function as a table, but as far as, you can see through it. It's not cluttering the room at all. So it's really nice to have. Even the lamp, it has those brushed nickel and actually kind of homey, futuristic look to it. Also, there's a frosted glass for the shades. Really, I want to talk about the use of greenery in rooms because often people overlook that. It's really important. Trees can bring life to a room and take up negative space. So for the contemporary look, we for the bamboo tree, because bamboo is now a really hot renewable source that people are using, eco-friendly. A lot of people will use it in urban forest. So it does give you that zen feel to the contemporary room.
Now we're going to switch over to our traditional look. And by the way, the traditional style when it comes to interior design is the #1 style that's used in the United States today. I think the reason for that is it gives you a sense of nostalgia. You have kind of mom's home, kind of that feeling of familiar and warm and welcoming. A lot of times, the first thing that's noticeable in a traditional style home is typically the placement of furniture itself. It's pretty predictable. It's always symmetrical, usually. Not always. You get that wrong on the test, but it's typically symmetrical. You'll have 2 tables, you'll have 2 lamps, 2 pictures. Oftentimes, you even have 2 couches close to each other. This is very traditional setup. As far as fabrics that are chosen for a traditional room, think of luxury and finer things in life. Think of velvets, silks, cashmere even is used for upholstery. As far as accents, you'll find satins, silks, even lace. When it comes to accessories, what I can tell you about traditional, unlike the contemporary style, more is always better. So more frills, more beads, more tassels, more of everything you can imagine. When it comes to the surface of the floor, unlike bamboo flooring, you're going to find plush carpets usually in these styles. Again, the feeling you want to be left with in a traditional style home is a very welcoming, very rich, very elegant feeling. If you're someone who enjoys formal dining and that